this will break your heart. I'm never gonna hold you back. I'm always gonna have your back. So try to remember that. I hope you're happy.
Good evening, my beautiful people.
I hope you're good.
I am going to discuss my day,
What you wish
and I'm going to tell you our theme of the evening is going to be determination. And here's why. My goal for this weekend was to get my webpage done. I didn't finish, but I was determined to. I just can't even keep my eyes open and look at it anymore. And after 2 hours of being on the phone with someone trying to help me, and he couldn't even figure out what was broken with the stuff, I don't feel quite as bad. By the way, don't look at the website yet. It's not done. Ooh, pardon me. I just totally yawned on you. That was complete bad manners, but if you haven't guessed by now, almost 9 o'clock is a little past my bedtime. So as I was getting ready to come in here to say goodnight to you, and, you know, a big part of how I pick what I talk to you about is what could happen during the day. So that's why I decided determination would be our theme for today, because I've been working on this website on and off since October, and my priorities have shifted throughout that time. I had my surgery, so I couldn't really, I was trying to get stuff done, but I didn't do a real good job. I'd get frustrated because I would run into obstacles, and I got as far as talking myself recently into outsourcing it. So I started looking at that, and one lady was too pushy and one guy's too slow. So I talked myself back into doing it. And the reason why was because I thought it would be helpful with the kind of stuff that I'm getting into to work on my tech skills. So I thought it made sense, whatever I learned during this, I knew there'd be some struggle. I did not know I would have a mental breakdown and be bawling my eyes out today over stupid technology. And yeah, I'm pretty good at keeping it real with you, I guess. So you're going to hear my little emotional mess for the day. I think the poor guy that I called for help, he didn't know what to do with me because I couldn't calm myself down even probably for the first half an hour we were talking. But anyway, I started thinking about how this applies to recovery and life. And it's the same thing with my competition later this week. I'm determined, no matter how uncomfortable it is or the fact that I may lose, I'm determined to at least try. And I think that ties in really good with, when we want to give up gambling and we want to move forward in our lives, we have to try and we have to be determined and we have to do the work. And God knows I've done so much work on this website. I probably could have, paid somebody 2 weeks' salary and still been at a deficit for time. Anyway, getting through it myself, though, like when I actually get on here and I tell you how badass my website is, and it'll be bonus badass just because I did it and didn't hire someone, but that moment will be worth it. Just like when you're ready to quit gambling and start having a bet-free life, and especially when you get to the point where it's not such a fight every day. It's always going to be there, but just not a 2-week fight like what I'm describing with the website. Like, I'm going to have to update it. I'm going to have to add things. I'm going to have to delete things, all that as I go along. But the fight will never be as bad as it has been, for the last 6 months that I haven't gotten it done. So, I'm not saying that procrastinating, and I wasn't really procrastinating. I mean, I could have done a better job of managing my time, but I was putting my time towards other things that I believe were good. But now we're at the crossroads where if it doesn't get done, I can't finish, some other things. And I don't want to be telling people, hey, check out the podcast, or if you want to reach me, and make them do a lot of work. It should be really just simple, and it should be neat and clean. And anyway, it shouldn't be a challenge. I should be helping people, not making people's lives harder. So I am determined to finish this website, and hopefully this week while I'm on vacation and in between, the conference and everything. And my goal is to get a lot of resources up there for you. Everything from the Center of Problem Gambling, the state information. I want it to be meaty. It won't be perfect. And this is the other lesson from the website and just life. When they say progress, not perfection, there comes a point where if I waited for for the website to be perfect, it'll never be up. It just will never be up. And I'm going to have to, be a little flawed and be okay with it. And again, that ties into our recovery. We're never going to be perfect. We're going to always be a work in progress. So I know I'm not the most amazing metaphor person ever, but I think that determination and progress, not perfection, definitely were relevant to me today and can transition into recovery very easily, those two things. So that's my thoughts for tonight. I apologize if I am a little spacey or all over the board. I don't even know the right word, but my eyes and mind are a little bonkers, and that's okay too. So I am going to go to bed, and I hope that you guys had a good weekend. It was, I guess, rainy here today. I don't know. I never even went outside. And I talked to the guy who I was on the phone with was from Phoenix, and there's some other guy I've been talking to, like from the business perspective, and he's in Orlando. So I'm seeing his Instagram pages. I feel like everybody's warm and not me, which is, part of why I need to get my website up. So someday I have the luxury of working from, a warm place. Anyway, have a marvelous evening. I will chat with you in the morning, beautiful people. Thank you.
And you're well understood. And whatever